Just when you thought that President Trump can't top any more American badassery and just legendary things that he keeps doing over and over, day in and day out, even before he was inaugurated on the campaign trail, this guy has done so many things that to me exemplifies the spirit of 76, the spirit that the framers and forefathers envisioned for our country, the same balls that built the greatest country on planet Earth to ever exist are the same balls that are in the White House right now. He does this. I'm going to share with you President Trump put something in the Oval Office that is so legendary, that is so absolutely badass with a capital ass that you're not going to believe it. I'm going to show multiple angles. Plus, I'm going to share with you a clip from his upcoming interview with Elon Musk. He does a dual interview with Elon Musk, with Sean Hannity, and this amazing clip on the fake propagandist news. Also, a teacher absolutely loses it on a classroom when it comes to Trump. He has probably one of the worst cases of TDS. And I'm going to share with you a video clip that a student recorded of this teacher absolutely losing it in class. As a professor, as somebody who has been in that world, in the public sector, in the higher ed highways and byways, I can tell you, I wish this was something that was not the norm, that was the exception, but sadly and unfortunately, it is not. I'm going to share with you that. And lastly, Chase Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon. Whoa, new leaked audio, absolutely losing it on the idea of remote work. This is the most authentic and real. Maybe people are taking, kind of a nod, a heads up suggestion from President Trump with his raw authenticity. This is the most rawest, authentic clip I've ever heard from a very, very high profile executive CEO of a Fortune 50 company I've ever heard. You got to check this out. But first, President Trump has framed his Fulton County from Cash Money G, Fannie Willis. We talk a lot about Fannie Willis here. Mugshot, and placed it inside the corridor right before you enter the Oval Office. Check this out. Do you notice that little frame picture? This is a shot from his meeting. I love the Oval Office with all the great presidents up there. You got Thomas Jefferson. It's so cool. They just put in Ronald Reagan there too recently. George Washington's on the other side. But can you see what is right behind that boom mic right there? I'm gonna do another shot real quick. You see that? If you go look past Anthony Burgum and Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and right beyond, over the shoulder of Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, what do you see hanging in the corridor right there? This is so amazing. Boom! Boom! Can you see that? That is right there, the frame, a golden frame of his mugshot taken in Fulton County, Atlanta, when the first indictment was brought against the RICO charge against President Trump by now disgraced District Attorney Fannie Cash Money G. Willis. He has it framed in the corridor right there. Tell me this isn't the most legendary move ever by an American president in history. So one thing that's of note, and I'm going to show you this cool video that Deputy Chief of Staff Dan Scavino posted on X. This is something that every single member of the press corps must pass by. They must walk by this framed Fulton County mugshot of President Trump, our president, the most badass president of all time. They have to see it and look at it every time they step foot into the Oval Office for any press briefing ever from here on out. Wow. Check out this. It starts. Look at that. Look at that, how cool that is. So imagine yourself, put yourself in the POV of hack reporter Caitlin Collins, who, by the way, from CNN, President Trump is actually thinking about revoking Caitlin Collins's press access to the president and the White House because she's such a rude absolutely disrespectful reporter interrupting the president time and time again, talking when she shouldn't be talking. But imagine, put yourself in her mindset, put yourself in her brain as she walks by this to enter the Oval Office. They all are forced to see it. Look at this. Legendary, legendary, absolutely legendary. They all thought that the American public was going to turn on Trump. They all thought that if they tried to defame him, if they tried to deride him, if they tried to decredit him, smear him, debank him, discredit him, imprison him, assassinate him, they thought that this was going to work. I'm so proud of you, America. I'm so proud of you, my fellow American citizens. And I know we have a lot of amazing global citizens out there who are fighting for this cause because they know everything that they threw at Trump was an absolute travesty, a sham, a scam, a fraud, a charlatan's parade of misgivings, of absolute deviations from the law. I know you're with us because you know a lot of you are experiencing it in your own country, this radical DEI, cancerous, parasitic ideology, which is infecting the entire globe. This is the first antidote, the first serum, the fact that we won. Our mission now to make common sense go viral. I'm so happy that you're here with me. They thought it was going to work. You got nothing. The public gets it. The public gets it. Check out this interview clip of President Trump saying the very same exact thing. Watch this clip.
Aware, you have to be keenly aware that the media and the punditry class, not that, you know, I think you've proven they have no power anymore because they threw everything they had at you and they didn't win. And that was, you know, the New York Times, Washington Post, 3 networks, every late night comedy show, 2 cable channels. They threw everything, lawfare, weaponization.
Sure.
And now I see they want you two to start, they want a divorce. They want you two to start hating each other. And they try, oh, President Elon Musk, for example. You do know that they're doing that to you.
Oh, I see it all the time. They tried it, then they stopped. That wasn't. They have many different things of hatred. Actually, Elon called me. He said, you know, they're trying to drive us apart. I said, absolutely. No, they said, we have breaking news. Donald Trump has ceded control of the presidency to Elon Musk. President Musk will be attending a cabinet meeting tonight at 8 o'clock. And I say, It's just so obvious. They're so bad at it. I used to think they were good at it. They're actually bad at it, because if they were good at it, I'd never be president. Because I think nobody in history has ever gotten more bad publicity than me. I could do the greatest things. I get 98% bad publicity. I could do, outside of you and a few of your very good friends, it's like the craziest thing. But you know what I have learned, Elon? The people are smart. They get it.
Yeah, they do, actually.
They get it. They really see what's happening.
Yes.
I think that full interview with Hannity is going to air next week sometime, I believe. And you know, your boy Nez will keep you in the loop for that. But he's absolutely right. The people are not falling for this crap anymore. The Democratic Party is absolutely falling apart. Just recently, Rachel Maddow was caught, I mean, in a bold-faced lie, talking about a contract with Tesla and the government for military armed Tesla cars. And she said it was Trump, but it was actually Biden. And now she's facing a huge lawsuit, as she should, because it's a bold-faced lie. They only have lies. So that mugshot in that corridor is just a reminder to all of you fake propagandist news media, to all of you charlatans and you fake hack reporters and pundits. It didn't work, and it's never going to work. Okay, our next story, you've got to check this out. Jamie Dimon, CEO of Chase Morgan, caught in an audio leak, absolutely desecrating the idea that remote work is effective at all. And I got to be honest with you, it's an extremely compelling argument. Check this out.
A lot of you were on the Zoom, and you were doing the following, okay? You know, looking at your mail, sending texts to each other about what the other person is. okay, not paying attention, not reading your stuff, and if you don't think that slows down efficiency, creativity, creates rudeness and stuff, it does, okay? And when I found out that people are doing that, you don't do that in my goddamn meetings. You go to a meeting with me, you got my attention, you got my focus, I don't bring my goddamn phone, I'm not sending texts to people, okay? It simply doesn't work. And it doesn't work for creativity, it slows down decision making, and don't give me the shit that work from home Friday works. I call a lot of people on Friday, they're not a goddamn person to get a hold of. But here are the problems, okay? And they are substantial, okay? Which is the young generation is being damaged by this. They may or may not be on your particular staff, but they are being left behind. They're being left behind socially, ideas, meeting people. In fact, my guess is most of you live in communities a hell of a lot less diverse than this room. Every area should be looking to be 10% more efficient. If I was running a department of 100 people, I guarantee you, if I wanted to, I could run it with 90 and be more efficient. I guarantee you, I could do it in my sleep. And the notion, these bureaucracies, I need more people, I can't get it done. No, because you're filling out requests that don't need to be done. Your people are going to meetings they don't need to go to. Someone told me to approve something as wealth management that they had to go to 14 committees. I am dying to get the name of the 14 committees. And I feel like firing 14 chairmen of committees. I can't stand it anymore. Now, you have a choice. You don't have to work at JP Morgan. So the people of you who don't want to work at the company, that's fine with me. I'm not mad at you. Don't be mad at me. It's a free country. You can walk with your feet, but this company is going to set our own standards and do it our own way. And I've had it with this kind of stuff. And, I come in, I've been working 7 days a goddamn week since COVID. And I come in and where's everybody else? They're here and there and the Zooms don't show up. And people say they didn't get stuff. So that's not how you run a great company. We didn't build this great company by doing that, by doing the same semi-disease shit everybody else does.
Hey, Jamie, why don't you tell me what you really think? Okay, don't hold back. We can take it. I'd love to get your thoughts on this. I have to say a lot of what he's saying makes 100% sense. I definitely, especially when he talks about, the younger generation and their ability to develop these skills. I've talked about this in my classes all the time when I was working at the university, that I truly believe the hard skills don't mean anything if you don't have the soft skills. It's almost an insult to call them the soft skills. I call them the essential skills, the ability to communicate, persuade, engage, having these communicative abilities. You don't see that. I mean, I feel like it's kind of getting lost on this generation. So I agree with Jamie Dimon in a lot of respects. I also think context matters. I think people who are perhaps in their 30s and 40s or maybe above, working from home or doing hybrid work can be very, very productive. It all depends on context. But I think overall, generally speaking, I think he makes some amazingly excellent points. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Okay, and then lastly, this story really hits home with me because being a professor, being somebody who has worked in the public sector, I've been building businesses my whole life as well. So I've kind of done both. But there was a point in my life where I kind of went all in on the public sector. I just wanted to break from all the hustle and bustle of being an entrepreneur. And I was shocked at what I found. The video that you're about to see, I wish I could say this was the exception to the rule, but it just isn't. Check this out.
The only thing that bothers me more than him is all the Republican senators and congressmen who just keep going along with it. It's not because they believe in it. You gotta know they don't believe in it. They don't believe in any of it. They're just afraid that he's gonna talk smack about them on Truth Social, and then they're gonna lose their job in an election. So they're just doing whatever he says, which is the worst possible thing, because that's cult and dictatorship. Jesus Christ, you see that? I'm not kidding. When I say wipe that smile off, I don't care if that's a detention. I just wrote you a referral mentally. You're going to detention for bringing up politics in class. You want to go for 2?
Control yourself, man. Yo.
Excuse me? Excuse me? After all I put up with you for the last 2 years and talked you up and stood your back when they ripped you, you what? You say what? What? Are you serious? Treating me with that disrespect? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? If I could take back your letter of recommendation from college right now, I would. You talk to me like that? After everything I've done for you? Are you kidding me? After all I've stood up for you, you punk ass. You really gonna do that to me?
Wow. So there was a kid recording that. He had a filter on, you can tell, almost kind of masking his identity. But that video has been going viral all over, and for good reason. And it's the same thing that I've been saying forever. They're not educational institutions anymore. These are indoctrination camps. And what you see in universities, schools, all levels, not just universities, these are the same academics, the lifeless, creativeless, those that can't do teach is a very, very true maxim. They're the same exact people who've never had a real job in their life, pontificate, yell, shout, and scream, think they're the best. They are the ultimate narcissists, the ultimate egomaniacs. I don't care. You could take the biggest egomaniacs, hedge fund manager on Wall Street. They cannot hold a candle to academics. That's why the Obamas, the Kamalas, the Pelosi's, they're all the same. It's the same exact human being. Same exact human being. How do you know this, Naz? Because I lived it. I worked with them. I know them. I've looked into their soul, their dark black hole of a soul. And they are so treacherous, so duplicitous, they don't give a rat's ass about anything or anybody other than enriching themselves. That's it. That's all they care about. And after hearing that, and there's so many other things that keep coming out, it just further confirms this. It's the exposure. The exposure of higher ed has been one of the most remarkable, beautiful things. The woke DEI cancerous ideology that has infected our school systems decades ago, especially around the Obama era, is one of the most beautiful things that happened in 2024. And now Trump is putting an end to it. He just signed an executive order banning any funding to any school that mandates vaccine shots, COVID-19 shots, for any students. So we're winning. We're coming back. But I can't wait to get your thoughts on this and all the other stories. Let me know in the comments down below. Save your children is all I can say. Save your children. For the first time in my life, I never thought I would say this. I come from a family of PhDs. Most of them are PhDs. As a matter of fact, 90% of them are PhDs. I never thought I would say this, but I'm very, very seriously considering, unless things change drastically, of not having my kids go to college. Why? Why would I want to put them through that? Let me know what you think down below. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here, just in case you missed them. Tap my face right there to subscribe and follow. Get your very own 100% made in the USA original Nez Nation merch in the pinned comment down below. God bless you, and God bless the USA. I'll see you soon.